I travel a lot, more than 500 km every week, sometimes even more. And whenever I keep my bag in the overhead luggage rack, there is always one fear in my mind: what if someone take it while I'm sleeping? So I decided to build my own smart anti-theft bag tracking using Reyax RYUW122 module. It instantly alerts me whenever my bag is moved away from me. In this video, I will show you exactly how I build it, including the complete circuit diagram, Arduino code, even the 3D printable STL file for the enclosure. So if you want to build one for yourself, stay tuned with me in this video and let's get started. Now at first let me show you how this device works. So this is our tag unit. At first turn it on. Now turn on our pocket unit. You can clearly see the distance between this tag unit and this pocket unit. Currently it's 27 cm. Now by pressing this up and down button, you can set your desired distance of alarming you. So currently the distance is 100 cm. If you want, you can decrease it up to 50 cm. Currently we are setting it up to 200 cm. Then press the red button and as you can see, the distance has been locked. Now let's go away from our tag unit. As you can see, the distance is increasing. As the distance increase more than 200 cm, the tag and pocket module both are alarming us using this LED and this buzzer. When it will cross 200 cm, then only it will alarm us. Also our tag unit is alarming us using this onboard buzzer. Now again press the red button. It's on setting mode. Decrease the distance into 100 cm. Again press the red button to lock this distance. Now both unit will alarm us when we will more than 100 cm away from our tag unit. As you can see, the distance is 120 cm and it's alarming us. So these devices are working perfectly fine. Now let me show you how to make this. So this is our tag unit. Let me show you inside of this. As you can see here, I had used a Arduino Nano as a main microcontroller. Here this is our UWB module, Reyax RYUW122 Lite, and this is the charging circuit of this battery. This is a single cell lithium ion battery, and here I had used a very small boost converter to boost this single cell's voltage into constant 5 volt to feed the Arduino Nano. Remember, if you don't need a alarm buzzer in tag unit also, in that case you don't have to use Arduino Nano in the tag unit. You can just power up your Reyax UWB module using any 3.3 volt power source. I just need a buzzer on the tag unit also. That's why I had used this Arduino Nano. This is our main power button of the tag unit. If I turn it on, as you can see, the UWB module is glowing in green. Also the Arduino Nano has been powered up. So this is the tag unit. So this is a very simple circuit. All of the STL files used in this project along with the Arduino codes and circuit diagram I will explain you in this video, and I will also provide you the download link of all of them. So if you want to download the STL file, check out the description box. So this is the first prototype of this device. This is our tag module and this is our main device. So if I turn on its power, as you can see, this display is right now showing 0 cm. Now let's turn on our tag. As you can see, it's glowing inside, and we are also getting the distance between this main device and this tag device. If I increase the distance, it will also increase on the display. Now these are our control buttons. This is a LED, this is buzzer, and this is a small vibration module. Right now it's in distance setting mode. By pressing this black or blue button, we can increase or decrease the setted range. Right now I am setting it on 15 cm. Now press the red button and the distance will be locked. Now if I increase the distance between the main device and the tag, as you can see, it's giving us an alarm. Also this vibration module is active here, and if I decrease the distance, it will just stop the alarm. So this is the main device. Now we have to design the 3D case for this entire device, and then our device will be ready for final deployment. Before we start, big thanks to Reyax Technology Corporation Limited for sponsoring today's video. They have kindly sent me those two ultra-wideband modules for testing and review purposes, and this video is made possible because of their support. Reyax is a well-known name in the field of RF and wireless communication, LoRa, GNSS, GPS, ultra-wideband modules, and their products are widely used in IoT and long-range communication purposes. You will find Reyax official website link, this product purchasing link along with the product instruction manual and 80 command set downloading link in the description below. So if you are interested, you can check them out directly. Once again, thanks to Reyax Technology Corporation Limited for supporting this project. Now let's start the video. I had already placed most of the components on the bottom side of the case. As you can see, this is our UWB module, this is our battery, and this is the battery charger, vibration motor, Raspberry Pi Pico. And if I turn on this button here, the display turns on. And now let's start our tag unit. As you can see, it's showing us the distance between them. So right now it's working perfectly fine. Now we have to fix these buttons and buzzer on top side of this case, then our device will be completely ready. So here I had already placed all components in these boxes and all connections are also cleared, and after that I had covered all electronics using this masking tape so that by any chance there are no short circuit. And I had also connected a 3mm red LED parallel with the buzzer here. And now let's close the box. After completing all of the electronics connections, you need 4 small screws to close the box, and your pocket unit is also ready to use. Also remember, you must have to configure these ultra-wideband modules using AT command before attaching with microcontrollers in this project. If you don't know how to configure Reyax RYUW122 Lite ultra-wideband modules, I had already made a detailed tutorial video on this module where I had shown you how to configure them using AT command, how to use them. Even if you are getting wrong distance using this module, I had also shown you how you can calibrate these modules. So I am attaching that video's link in the description box or in the I button here or here. I don't know when it appears. If you want to know more about this module in details, you can refer to the video after this. So here at first I had turned on my tag unit and keep it inside my bag. Then I turned on my pocket unit. The distance was showing around 153 cm from the bag. As you can see, the tag unit is turned on. Then I had set the distance in 200 cm approx, and then I had start the pocket unit. And as you can see, our distance is increasing. As soon as the distance increase more than 200 cm, we are getting an alarm from this pocket unit. We can also sense the vibration. As you can see, the tag unit is still working. So this device is working perfectly fine. It's a successful project. Okay, now let's explain our circuit diagram of this project. So here we have two different units. This one is the tag unit, which will be inside our bag, and this is the pocket unit. Now as you can see, the tag unit is very simple. Here I had just used a Arduino Nano to control the buzzer. If you don't need buzzer, you just have to power up the tag ultra-wideband module. So as you can see here is a single cell lithium-ion battery discharging and charging through this normal TP4056 module. And this is our boost converter, which is boosting the single cell's voltage into constant 5 volt. This is our Arduino Nano. We had connected the 5 volt pin of this Arduino Nano with the output of this small boost converter, and ground is connected with the ground. Here is the switch to turn on or off this entire circuit, and I had connected a buzzer with the D2 pin of the Arduino Nano. Also I had connected two 10K resistors as a voltage divider with the D10. D10 is the software serial input pin of the Arduino Nano, using which the Arduino Nano will read the incoming message from the UWB module, and that's how it will decide if the buzzer should be turned on or off. I had also connected a LED maybe with this buzzer in parallel, and this is our Reyax RYUW122 Lite ultra-wideband module. The Arduino Nano's 3.3 volt pin is connected with the ultra-wideband module's VDD, and ground is connected with the ground of the Arduino Nano, and only the TX pin of the ultra-wideband module is connected with the D10 of the Arduino Nano through this voltage divider. I had used this resistor bridge to make sure that Arduino Nano's 5V logic level don't harm our ultra wideband module. So that's it for the tag unit. Now let's come into the pocket unit. Here again similar type of battery switch and charging configuration. As you can see, this is TP4056 for charge and discharge this battery. This is our single cell lithium ion battery. This is the main power switch. Now here we have a standard 128x64 OLED display, and this is our ultra wideband module. Here as a main microcontroller we had used this Raspberry Pi Pico, and ultra wideband modules RX is connected with the GPIO 0 of the Raspberry Pi Pico, and ultra wideband's TX pin is connected with the GPIO 1. Also this number 2 pin, which is reset pin of the ultra wideband module, is connected with the GPIO 2 of the Raspberry Pi Pico. This is very important, remember this. VCC ground of both of the ultra wideband module and the display module are connected with the 3.3 volt output of this Raspberry Pi Pico. Remember, here we had not used any external buck or boost converter, because Raspberry Pi Pico itself have a SMPS buck boost converter, which will convert any voltage from 1.8 volt to 5.5 volt into stable 3.3 volt. So we are giving the output from the battery directly into the VSYS pin of the Raspberry Pi Pico, and we are getting a stable 3.3 volt output from the output pin of Raspberry Pi Pico. So this is the configuration for the ultra wideband module and the display. Also this display's SCL pin is connected with the GPIO 5 and SDA is connected with the GPIO 4. So this is the configuration for this ultra wideband module, this display, battery, charger for this pocket unit with Raspberry Pi Pico. Now for the output we had kept one resistor, one buzzer and one small vibration motor. So our vibration module have 3 pins: VCC, ground and input. So VCC is directly connected with the 3.3 volt of this Raspberry Pi Pico. You can also attach this with the direct battery output here on the TP4056 module. As you can see, ground is connected with the entire circuit ground, and input of this vibration motor is connected with the GPIO 11. Also GPIO 11 is parallel with this buzzer, and other leg of the buzzer is going directly into ground, as you can see. And I had also connected a LED using a 1 kilo ohm resistor from this GPIO 11. These all things are alarming output, which will alarm us when our bag will be away from us, and these 3 are main input keys. These are simple push buttons. As you can see, one leg of all of these buttons are directly connected with the ground, and other legs are connected with GPIO 6, 7 and 8. GPIO 6 is the set button, GPIO 7 is for increasing distance, and GPIO 8 is decreasing distance. So this is the complete circuit diagram of this project. There is nothing more than this. This is the tag unit and this is the pocket unit. I will provide a Google Drive link to download this schematic and the Arduino codes I had used in this project on the description box. So if you are interested, you can download them from there. Now let's explain our Arduino code. So this is the Arduino code of our tag unit. As you can see, at first we had defined the software serial, because I had told you in Arduino I had used D10 as a software serial 10. You can see here, this is the software serial 10 as a RX, and I had also defined buzzer pin as digital pin 2, and here I am reading data from the ultra wideband module, and this code is defining when the buzzer should turn on or off. So this code is very simple, very small, and this is our main code of the pocket unit. This code is a bit complicated because it will control the entire thing. It will define what AT command we have to send to our ultra wideband module, and then it have to receive AT command and read the incoming distance, and according to that it have to turn on or off the LED and buzzer. Also there are push buttons. We had defined reset pin as 2, button set is digital pin 6, button increase is digital pin 7, button decrease is digital pin 8, LED is connected with the digital pin 10, and buzzer is connected with the GPIO 11. And I had told you that I had parallel the buzzer and the vibration motor. So this is very simple. Now this is the distance step. It means right now it's 50. Our module will show 50, 100, 150, 200, this kind of steps in 50 centimeter distance, while increasing or decreasing using these buttons. You can also change this value here. And this is the tag timeout. It means if your tag turns off after 5 seconds of disconnected, our pocket module will automatically alarm us. And this is the send interval. It means our pocket unit will check the distance from the tag unit in every 1000 millisecond or 1 second. You can also change this if you want. So this was the only configurable part of the pocket unit. In the bottom side there is the main function and other codes. I am not going to explain them. As you can see, we are using digital pin or GPIO pin 4 and 5 for the display. You can see it here. And this is the main logic code. If you are interested, you can go through the code. The code is very simple, just the code is long, so I'm not going to explain this in this video. So this is the circuit diagram and code explanation for this video. Again, I am providing you the download link of the Arduino code and circuit diagram in the description box. So if you are interested, go and download. So that's it for this video. Hope you like this. If yes, please press the like button. Hi, I am AkashWave, call sign Victor Uniform number 3 Hotel Alpha X-ray, and electronics and communication engineer and a licensed ham radio operator also. And now I'm pursuing my MTech on microwave technologies. And I used to make videos on microcontrollers, microprocessor, sensor, ham radio, RF module, antenna, RC plane, drone, and this kind of stuffs. So if you are also interested on this kind of topics, consider subscribing my channel. And if you have any kind of questions, queries, suggestion, or anything regarding this video, let me know in the comment section, or you can directly message me on Instagram. My Instagram ID is already in the description box. So that's it for today. See you in a new video. Until then, bye.